Hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of ETS2 Showcases, and today we are here with the brand new 2021 DAF XG Plus. Of course, the top of the line version. had to do it for the first drive in this brilliant red color, and we're taking some used plastics here from Paris, France, and we're heading down to Le Mans. It's going to be a nice journey. And yeah, you've also seen in the title, hopefully, that I have a brand new, to me at least, Logitech G29. So thank you to the very generous donation by Traffic Max. I honestly can't express enough how grateful I am for the generosity, and I am so excited to finally use a wheel that serves the justice to ATS, ETS2, and across many different simulation driving games. It's absolutely amazing, and thank you again, Traffic Max, for all your support. And so now the other problem is, and we'll get on the road here, get stuff started up, is I guess there comes with, there's a ton of pros, obviously. There's no negatives with the wheel whatsoever. And actually, before we get going here, and before I continue on what I was saying, look at the interior of this DAF. I mean, this is obviously the top of the line version. Yes, digital cameras, something I found is pretty interesting, and I don't mind, because especially when I'm driving my normal position, I can see out the mirror perfectly fine. Some trucks I actually have to turn the camera extra. I know, big whoop, I don't have a big monitor. So that's just something for me. It's kind of nice because I can't always use a big field of view, because then I can't really see any details on the screen, especially with the dash. And speaking about the dash, all digital, awesome, looks so clean and modern. You can cycle through the different display modes here, and it will actually change your RPM meters on the right hand side. Kind of cool, but I'm going to leave it there. And yeah, this is a brandy new truck, just actually just configured it, and why don't we get going now? Listen to that sound. And so what I was getting at is that obviously the wheel, I love how smooth it is. The only problem is that I need to now get used to having something that has force feedback, which, by the way, I am still, oh, I gotta indicate here, that I am still actually getting used to having force feedback. The other thing is that, I guess it's kind of a negative for me, but kind of a sarcastic negative. And obviously there's nothing wrong with the wheel or whatever. It's the fact that it got rid of my excuse of the wheel's bad. Now I'm not complaining. Honestly, I am probably the moment I got this in the mail, the happiest face on my I was beaming across the room, my word. I was so happy when I finally got it, opened it up, and well, plugged it in, and now we're doing this. It's like, oh man, this thing has some pep in its step. It does have a 16-speed transmission in it, so it does get up and go. And I do have the biggest 545 horsepower, I do believe, engine in it. So it is a pretty hefty and powerful thing. So I do want to thank everyone for the support on the channel. Obviously, we are now closing up on 600 subscribers. That is absolutely astonishing. I can't believe, oh man, force feedback. There's a little bit of pull around the corners, which actually does make sense. This is going to, for any of you who actually have a force feedback wheel, you guys are going to probably think that I'm going insane. But I'm going from a wheel that had 90-degree rotation in each direction, so a total of 180 degrees, to a wheel that now has 900-degree rotation. Plus now has force feedback instead of that really dinky, like, bungee cord system that my old wheel was using, and a whole whack of other buttons. I can help do whatever I want on the buttons. Plus, you probably won't hear in the recording any noise. I'm trying to make sure that there's no noise coming across in the recordings from the wheel. I do have it, it's actually pretty quiet, all things considered. And then, let alone the paddle shifters are so quiet compared to the other ones. So yes, I am still, of course, rocking paddle shifters because, whoa, gotta get used to that. We're okay. Again, I have to now almost untrain my simulation driving and when I'm sitting by my desk and driving with a wheel, because besides in a car where, you know, I'm used to the car and stuff, whenever I'm doing this kind of stuff, I got used to accounting for only having 90-degree rotation each way, and it was scaling. Not the case anymore. I kind of have to be really careful, and I love these digital things, so I don't even have to really do a shoulder check because there's no blind spot, which is absolutely amazing. and I absolutely love it. Man, does this thing ever get up and go. And of course, we're in France, so we've got a ton of toll roads. Yeah, we're gonna just go straight here. Why not? So hopefully everyone enjoyed my ATS video on my very first convoy joined by Amari. There will be a ton of new convoys, both here on ATS2 and ATS, of course, more. Hello? There we go. Just not quite far enough ahead. There's going to be a ton of new convoys coming up in the future, probably mainly on weekends, just because of whenever people are actually available to do so, and then the video will come out that following week. But I do have to say it was so fun. I know it was a different style video. It was kind of an awkward one to commentate, mainly because we had spent so much time trying to get stuff going, because it is obviously on the open beta, and for some reason there was an issue on my end, I think, about or whatever of my convoy session I had started not actually showing up in the list for whatever reason. Not still sure why, but I have tested before and using another account and stuff, and it all seems to work fine. So not 100% sure on that one, but I think that will be okay. But I do have to say this G29 is a world apart. Well, obviously. Oh, it's so much easier to do these drive-bys now. That sounds so bad. Cinematic shots, not drive-by. Sorry for anyone who just got really concerned. No, but it honestly is so much easier to control the truck. There's so much precision in the wheel. It's unreal for me, and it has totally revolutionized how I can play these games. And oh man, I am having so much fun testing this. Tested it out in Wreckfest, was an absolute awesome experience, let alone the racing. So that will, I'm hoping that will actually improve my racing skills, but hey ho. So yeah, like I was saying, I am still rocking the shifter, or the paddle shifters. I don't have the external shifter. Possibly could look into that. Still not sure though, because it's kind of hard for me, because I have to balance, you know, spending money on certain things versus not. Obviously your support here on the channel, even though I'm not monetized, the Patreon and stuff like in that, or any donations, which thank you to everyone who does do some of the donations other than Patreon, because just doing the Stream Elements donation link, that does help a lot, and it does mean a lot that you guys do that. And keep in mind, if you ever want to either, well, send me stuff. This was something that gratefully Traffic Max, also known as Ian Stevens, the patron, he had this idea, and he of course contacted me through Patreon and stuff like that. But if you ever want to either send me stuff or want me to get something, but like, or you guys pay, kind of donate in items, so to speak, but you just kind of do the cash and then I go out and get it. My email's down below, or of course if you're a patron you can do the in-app messaging. If you ever want to do that, you can. Obviously that is 100% not required. I'm still kind of I was honestly a little shocked, and I'm sure Traffic Max could probably tell as well, that I was honestly a little shocked when he said that offer was out. And of course I won't go into any of the details there, but honestly it means a lot, and I can't believe that I'm sitting here today with a force feedback wheel, doing some trucking, recording, actually having some decent gameplay footage on a computer that can actually run stuff. I'm going 100 kilometers an hour, but it's okay because I think it can handle it. The speed limit's only 90. I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, no, it is unreal to be able to say that I now have this. It's in great condition. I couldn't ask for anything better, to be honest. But the other kind of funny thing now that I've got an issue, well, not an issue, but it's something I just have to work out, is the space around my desk. I don't my desk isn't overly huge, and the space revolving around it, or at least width-wise, isn't a ton either. And well, for any of you who actually have, and I kind of got distracted there, for any of you who actually have a, I'm gonna pass these guys here because I got some extra speed. For any of you who may have a Logitech wheel or G29 or anything that's kind of similar sizing and it's more of a small space, you'll know that especially the pedal base is a pretty good size. Now I'm also kind of I'm gonna kind of just slowly slow down. Let's actually hear the engine brake on this thing. So let's go exterior and listen to the engine brake. Not a whole lot of it, which I guess makes sense because it is more of a modern truck. A lot of the modern trucks generally don't have a ton of Jake brake or engine braking sound. I guess that I don't really have an explanation for that. I don't think. I think it may be just more economy-based stuff. It could be just for fuel economy and all that stuff. But who knows? If you know the specifics on that, I would like to know, so put it in the comments down below. I would love to read that comment and learn something from it. And I guess going along the supporting of the channel side of things, which I don't really like to talk about too much, but other than just thanking you guys, is I have to say the huge thank you to, believe now, the 24, 25 people who are part of the Discord server. I was honestly not expecting to get that many so quickly. Now, I know some of you may think, oh, only 24, 25 people in the Discord server. I'm a part of the server that has like over 100,000 or whatever. Look at the size of my channel. I am so happy that it worked out that way. Now, obviously, it's completely free unless if Microsoft makes it, unless they decide to buy it out officially and make you pay for it. But I'm hoping that never happens, and I don't think that has actually happened yet. So, or at least the Microsoft part. So we'll find that one out soon, I guess. But besides that, it's absolutely amazing to be able to talk to you guys. Well, obviously via some chat stuff. And just be able to share some of the greatest screenshots, other memes, and stuff like that. I think I am gonna stay in this lane by the looks of it. I'm exiting. It's great to be able to have that little bit more of the Prime Timer family feel to it, besides what happens here on YouTube. And I really do just enjoy checking out the server every here and there. My computer is normally on quite frequently, but so I'm able to check it here and there, but whenever I'm at work, obviously, I can't. So whether it may say that I'm online, and it's just because one of my devices is probably still connected or whatever, so that's probably why. So let's see. Oh, it's only 50 through here, so we'll have to slow down. This truck looks absolutely amazing. I think this is actually a stock color too. I didn't create this one, and we're gonna go inside so I can actually see where I'm going. I didn't go custom on the color. It is a fully stock color, but it's a great metallic color. Now it is obviously it's the stock metallic color on the XG Plus. I don't know if it would be it's probably different on just the regular XG when you can configure it. And yes, I should have probably said this earlier. You should have received the update for free. That was the wrong button on the wheel. I'm used to the old button layout, even though the wheel's completely different. So hey ho, stop cart. Thank you. Get around here. Wait for the bus to do what it's gonna do, and I'm going around a little bit more. And we are gonna be heading out over here. Sweet. So yeah, I'm still having to get used to the turning radius, and the fact that I actually have turning radius to play with. But I think, you know what? I'm going to adapt to it so much quicker because it feels like I'm actually driving a real-life vehicle, especially with the rotation feedback and stuff like that. And plus I may or may not have purposely rammed into a wall in my test save to purposely feel what the force feedback would feel like. It's fun. I'll tell you that much, especially when you accidentally have it on 100%. It sure does some damage. That was the one thing when I first plugged in the wheel with the Logitech software, which I already have because I use a Logitech mouse and headset. It sure does. It defaults a lot of stuff at 100%. I found in game. So like my Project Cars and Wreckfest was all 100% already. Oh, discovered an Iveco dealer. How nice. I don't think I've done an Iveco yet, or have I? I think oh, maybe I did. Can't remember. I think we're going in here. Yeah, the Lisette Logistics. Let's crank around the wheel. So I don't have any more of the... Oh, not too far. That was a little close. We need to go around this way, I think. Let's put on the hazards. Oh, can I go around the building? I'm gonna hope so. So we're gonna have to try and come around here. And it feels so good to be able to just like one hand kind of flick this thing around, like actually drive it like a normal car. It's got some weight there, but it's not absurd. I'm just gonna end up going around in loops, I think, if I keep doing this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna end up going back around to the front. Turn the truck. Oh, there we go. I need my center camera back. Oh, getting used to this wheel's gonna be a fun one, but I will do it. So let's get around here. Don't hit the barn or the shed, whatever it is. So I think if we come out this way and kind of go back out the exit a little bit, make sure the road's clear. It sure is. We're gonna kind of use the exit over here, and we're gonna kind of go like that. Put it in the reverse, and use the brilliant digital mirror to try and get this puppy spinning around. I think I've got room over there, I think. Barely. Okay, I'm gonna have to get it in the truck in itself. And then we're gonna have to crank it hard now. Love the front mirror. The one up here. The top. Beautiful stuff. And then... Oh, I love having the amount of rotation I do on this truck. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, that's the wrong side of the paddle shifter. Come on, put it in the first gear. There we go. Now, go back and around. Just nice and steady. Get the rotation going already, which is beautiful. I gotta chase it. I actually have to turn my wheel more than I normally did, so it's actually a little bit more challenging. Don't hit that wall, Prime. I hit that wall. I hit the wall. Said I wouldn't, but I did. Big shock. I got lots of room up here, so why don't we... Yeah, this is certainly a fun reverse for me to try and... I mean, it's not... It shouldn't be... If I would have just drove around the other way, it probably wouldn't have been that hard. But, again, I have to give myself some challenge, especially with the new wheel I gotta learn. So it's not going to be pretty to start off. To be honest, are any of my drop-offs that pretty? I don't know. But it's certainly something that is fun to give it a try. So now that we're back over here, it's such a short wheelbase on this thing. It just wants to... flip back and forth. We're just snaking our way in. It will do. Hey, there we go. We are in the spot. I'll just kind of go like that. And thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with that little bit of a reverse job. I have to say that's actually pretty good in the spot. Not too shabby. Thank you for all the support. Once again, it means a lot, and I can't wait for the future of the channel. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.